Hello, Vicarious Mercenaries, Proxy Ninjas, and Pop Culture PhDs. So, we're running a few minutes behind, but since there wasn't even a plan for sure, so I guess it technically would be kind of ahead of schedule. So, I don't know. But a couple joyous notes here in a second, but this is actually, thankfully, our last ultra late night edition for a bit because we're pushing the hours forward. So this will be an anomaly this week, but following next week, what you're watching now will normally be on 8 p.m. ish on a Tuesday. But anyway, so first of all, if you're new to the Rec Room and not sure what this is your whether you are a creator or spectator somewhere in between. This is your virtual lounge for pop culture randomness, a double dose of gaming, and a deluge of dry humor. So there's, I think, more than a splash going on at this point. But anyway, currently we're strategizing, but not really just strategizing. We're specializing in strategy, stealth, sandboxes, and shenanigans. And there is a ton of shenanigans going on in my brain to mouth communication right now. So that's all part of it. Not just for effect, it is free of charge. Um, so let me think even where to start. So I guess I can say with great enthusiasm that I have officially escaped Hamster Wheel Penitentiary, at least for a couple months, hopefully indefinitely. And by that I mean that will depend on the output of the efforts that are going to go into the next couple months here. I'm very thankful that God has provided some resources that are going to afford me some free time. And it's not really free time. It's not like I'm going on vacation. I got a lot of work to do, but this will now be the first time, probably in my life, which I've been under the gun to be disciplined and get stuff done needing to be done rather than relying upon somebody else from a job standpoint in the short term. So I've been working on Ascendant Chaos, or well, the Firewall Protocol saga, and more specifically recently Ascendant Chaos for over 20 years. And it's not just one book. There's multiples, and two are close to done. Um, so the good thing is I'm going to push, hopefully over the next 4 weeks, to get Ascendant Chaos published, likely self-published, unless something changes. But that is my focus, and because I'll have more time, I'm hoping that that may even benefit here for the Rec Room and some of the other programming we want to do. So, from a housekeeping standpoint, I should have, I think, our new schedule down in the ticker. We're going to keep our official outing on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, but what we're going to do, instead of having 10:30 p.m. for Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are going to get pushed downward to 8 p.m. So the reason I want to do that, I want to make stuff more accessible for everybody across the time zones as possible, and that will also open up the possibilities for getting some other streams. Like I've mentioned before, we used to stream almost 6 nights a week last summer. When I was still getting my feet wet trying to figure out streaming, not to mention, while I was looking for something in my career field, which did not happen. So I don't know for sure what's going to happen for those bonus ones yet. I'm not even going to commit to saying I'm going to be on every night, but I have a few games in mind. I'll save the possible teasers for those later, or maybe, hey, I'll just pop online at some point and I'll be playing something different than our previously scheduled stuff. So good reason to hit those likes, shares, follows, and subscribes. That way, if you get the notifications, you get all your stuff set up. You'll know when we're online and what we're playing, hopefully, depending on how all that works. So the Hyperstream is across multiple platforms, so everything varies, whether you're coming at this from Odysee, Pilled, Twitch, or YouTube. That's kind of what we're broadcasting on. So let me think about if there's anything else from a note standpoint. Covered the schedule, mentioned the big news. I guess from an under the hood standpoint, uh, even though Ascendant Chaos isn't completely done, you can get early access over on our Patreon page. Our subscribers even at the lowest level of $3 a month, you get backlog access to all of the content already available. And there's already over 4 chapters, and currently working on chapter 5. A piece of chapter 5 is already done, and I'm going to be working on the middle piece over the next couple weeks. So hopefully the release will be done within that time, but that's going to be the content drop for June, the month we're currently in. And we're going to go from there. So I've got a lot to do on that side too. So thankfully, I won't have to cram as much of that into pre-hamster wheel time. So I'm looking forward to at least having a little bit more flexibility to try and knock more out in a given day. So that'll be good. So what are we doing tonight? Well, if you've already noticed, based on the icon on the screen, we are pulling out an ultra, ultra, ultra obscure title tonight. I'm like, this is a short game since we just finished up Ninja Gaiden Black, which we knock out in about 8 episodes. I think this one could be like that or shorter, possibly. I don't remember how many levels there are. We're talking a game that is, again, like many, better part of 20 years old. So here we go. This is Project Snowblind for the original Xbox, and I think this was a multi-platform title. I'm pretty sure it's PS2 as well. I'm trying to think what else is for Nintendo. That would have been maybe the GameCube if it came out for that. So it's real interesting. So looking at this has got um, the developer was Crystal Dynamics and published by Eidos. Yeah, Eidos doesn't exist anymore. I think their biggest claim to fame back in the day, even and that still would have been 10 years prior, was most of Tomb Raider stuff. And I think Crystal Dynamics had been around prior. But I can't remember if there was a game that put them on the map for me prior to this one. Now, given the era, with this being in 2005, I had already been introduced to the Deus Ex series, primarily the second game, Invisible War. And my understanding is the community that was all into the first game panned the second one. I don't know if it was because it was such a radical departure, maybe because it was console, not PC. I still don't fully understand the history of that myself. But that was my first exposure to that series. That, I believe, if it wasn't under Eidos, I think the developer was Ion Storm. So that had a lot to do with the cyberpunk modification, just, not quite dystopian, but a lot of cool sci-fi elements to it. Now, I have forgotten this or I did not know this. I guess Project Snowblind was intended to be a sequel to that franchise, but then took on its own thing. And me, as an oddball, I noticed certain patterns. I mean, it's got a lot of the same cyber elements to it. I've also here's a weird quirk I've noticed that there was somebody within the Crystal Dynamics development team that always liked mechanical spiders. Deus Ex Invisible War had spider grenades. Project Snowblind has spider grenades, and also another game which we've only done so far for the charity stream last year, Whiplash, that has a giant mechanical spider boss you can fight, and that is also a Crystal Dynamics game. So, random fun fact, I don't know what that's all about, but it's something I picked up on, so I don't know what it was about that era. But unfortunately, there's not much else I remember about this game. I remember maybe a few backgrounds, and I know the initial story. And now that I know that this was almost intended to be a Deus Ex game, suddenly that makes the light bulb go off because some of the story elements are almost highly similar to the actual Deus Ex follow-up game, Human Revolution, which came out for the Xbox 360 years later. So I don't want to spoil it yet. There's something we'll actually see within the first couple levels. So I did call this episode 1 From the Grave. I do have a reason for calling it that because I do remember the basis for something of the main character, and I'll explain that later, and I'll explain how that connects to the Deus Ex game. But there's also some other cool stuff, like it's clearly military, it's a shooter, but you've got, I think the opening cutscene we'll see here starts the game off in 2065. So the reason I don't have the game in yet, I know sometimes I often have the intro going, is because I think it fires right into some of the backdrop material, and I want to make sure I kind of want to watch that for the first time in like 20 years because I don't remember enough about it. But I think this should be fun, and naturally with the Rec Room being so focused on strategy and stealth, I know we're dealing in with more first person shooter stuff, and so far we've only done Black, but another element I do remember is that Project Snowblind had a really cool active cloak. Now, shooters back in the day rarely did camouflage or invisibility, mostly because they needed balancing from a multiplayer perspective. Halo had its active camouflage, but of course it puts this giant kind of warped, refracted light kind of look to your character model. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory also did that, but it actually got much closer to being actually invisible. And beyond that, I don't know if we really even had gotten the Ghost Recon or many other games to leverage that yet. So from a stealth standpoint, there were cool things in this game that I enjoyed, and it doesn't have any of the RPG elements, I don't believe, like the Deus Ex series would. So it's kind of its own thing. And I think when I was reading, trying to get caught back up, it was trying to promote it as having like different paths to get through levels. You could go run and gun, or you could go stealth. The game does have a lot of other common features, like games of the time, like vehicles and weapons with dual functionality. And actually, we haven't seen like much of the dual functionality anymore. That's kind of gone away from all the arena shooters like Unreal Tournament and stuff. That's like long gone compared to what happens now with every gun has its own set of stats, and you don't get a dual fire mode unless there's something special to it. Even Halo, the only gun that kind of had that was the plasma pistol. And speaking of Halo, one thing that has happened to many shooters, and naturally we're focused on the era a lot between Xbox and Xbox 360, and other games that I would love to bring in for multiplayer, such as Frontlines and Section 8, people are not highly familiar with those games. Why? Because they've often come out in the shadow of a much larger franchise. And in those cases, with the 360 console, it was post Modern Warfare's introduction, and then everything sought to copycat that. So what's the deal with Project Snowblind? What was the fault of when this one came out? Well, in 2005, even beginning of 2005, that was shortly after the release of Halo 2, which came out in November of 2004. So you had Halo revolutionize the shooter scene and really make it viable on consoles, and then increase the social capacity through system. Like Halo 2 was the big deal to have such a polished shooter with multiplayer capacity, and it was big for getting people onto Xbox Live. So Project Snowblind didn't really have a chance to compete with that, as I've seen happen with other games following Call of Duty. So, and the numbers kind of attest to that. When we just got this set up on Twitch, I'm looking at the viewership count or the followers for it, and it's like not even 200. So, I mean, the lowest game that we've done in the Rec Room as far as follower count on Twitch, I think, is Mercenaries 2, and that's still just shy under 1,000. So many other games, even of the Xbox era, like Splinter Cell, Crackdown, they've been 1,000 up to 10,000 in case of Splinter Cell, and we're looking at, I think, 20,000 for MechWarrior 5. So apparently this game went under the radar, did not interest a lot of people for any number of reasons. Maybe they had other stuff to play, or just maybe it wasn't marketed. I don't know. But we are going so far back into the library here. This game was not even popular enough to get a backwards compatibility patch for the Xbox 360. Now, if I can ever twist enough arms, if we get a sizable enough player count for Last Land Standing, I would love even to bring this in as a multiplayer game, because it did have some fun stuff. Levels are not complicated. You still get the features or the abilities, the vehicles based on the map. So it has a lot of cool stuff in it, but it just didn't have any staying power. So that's why we're going back. We're going to revisit this, and because I can't remember, parts of it are going to be like a new experience again, as are a lot of games that have just kind of need some dusting off and pulling them out of the mothballs, and just see what kind of experience we get out of it. So here we go. I'm going to throw in. Actually, I already have it in there. Just got to close the tray, and we are going to engage in Project Snowblind. Also, YouTube doesn't even have it listed correctly. YouTube only has it listed as Snowblind. It had the year correct, so I'm assuming that's the correct one. But it didn't have any entry for Project Snowblind. Now, our resolution might be a little bit off. I completely forgot about trying to get a standard def set up here. Hopefully we'll be okay. If so, we're not going to worry about going back and trying to get the overlays up to date. Get some mechs and tanks. experiment, you say. There we go. It's kind of cool. I forgot about this intro. I don't know if that these are any different character classes or anything. It would be cool if they were, but it's kind of cool to get that V shape in the shadow, get the sun in the background. The mech kind of throws everything off, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. Alright, yeah, I think we want single player, because Xbox Live be dead for the original Xbox. Are true to historical fact? Right. Usually they don't want to say that. These are all made up.
Civil War. We're sitting on a 10-ton powder keg. And every minute you...
You were saying? Here we go. Oh, that's right. It's kind of like your tutorial here. Pretty jank. Just here's the buttons and go. I forgot it's got this cool rotating reticle. That was one of the things I liked about this. There's a free health pack. Oh yeah, that's right. These guys like bungee jump, except they're strapped to their back. I knew that was one of the things I was going to remember once I saw it, but I'll probably say that a lot. I don't remember about this, but I remember this. Oh, that's right, and they put the ammo in the reticle. That was another key thing. Very, you know, it's like such simple things that you'd think they could have done more with in a lot of modern games. And it's like having to go back to the original Xbox controller here is also kind of rough. I've been playing on the 360 or PS4 so much. Alright. I'm going to shot from multiple sides here. Yes, yes, frag grenades, that's nice. Yes, health packs.
This area looks secure. Go on ahead, we'll patrol.
Keep moving. Where am I moving to?
Your radar has been updated.
Okay. Follow the giant yellow dot, you say? Pardon me, this is my normal playstyle of being thorough, make sure I'm not missing anything useful. So, we are apparently using the carbine. If I'm picking up rounds for it. I'm gonna go with a standard issue rifle, and I can jump, barely.
Your radar has been updated.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about the radar again, please. Okay, melee? Nope, that's crouch. Oh, this is totally straight out of Deus Ex, so picking up random crates and then dropping it in order to pick something up. So, thankfully, this is better than the newer game Mercenaries 2, which if there's a health pack and you're full, it doesn't pick it up. Oh, I mean, we can optionally pick it up, but it's not like we have to, and then it's gone when you actually need it. Oh, save room, huh? Okay. Do I have to go in? Do I actually have to go somewhere to hit the save? What's this? I don't know what that is. It's probably just a light. Okay, saving to hard disk. Another health, okay.
My wife specifically told me not to get shot.
Well, you didn't listen to your wife then, huh? Your wife will be very angry. Okay.
Hold the line, Lieutenant.
I thought that's what you were here for. Alright, ammo? Okay. That's kind of weird. It picks it up automatically, but then still gives the option, unless the option was for the health. I'll have to figure that out later. There's health everywhere. How's my throwing arm? Oh, that's not my throwing arm. Yeah, it's almost as rough as Splinter Cell here. Again, when games didn't have any convention, I actually got to press B to crouch instead of clicking on the thumbstick. Couldn't have made that easy. More dudes gonna bungee jump? Nope, they're just gonna torch us with missiles. I'll just stand here under it. What can go wrong? Still haven't figured out any kind of melee yet. Yeah, see, it's like... Oh, there's the melee. That's backwards. In fact, I gotta click in the melee. Alright, at least I got the zoom right. He bit the dust. They're biting the dust. These are the dinky ones. Can I throw a grenade yet? I had to hit the D-pad? Are you kidding me? Or did I see that button wrong? That's a black button. Okay. And then you can detonate it again. That's interesting. What's this do? Nothing.
Enemy movement in the base. Coordinate at the next objective mark.
That's the base. Alright, let's go down here if there's anything interesting. Punch him. Never mind. Any goodies?
This area is secure. Keep moving.
No, I'm exploring. It's also nice. It's kind of got that nice little, like, sway to it. I mean, you really want me to get on a soapbox, I'll start talking about the run animations from Call of Duty going all the way back to Modern Warfare and so on, and how so few games have tolerable running animations. What did I pick up? Oh, Lee Spinelli. I saw the word spine for some reason. Like, what's his name?
We got reports of Republic forces on the perimeter. Let's stay alert and not take any unnecessary chances. Help in the next area, sir.
I keep killing him before I can punch him. Okay, we can punch boxes open. That's good. It's like everything is just ammo or health. not sure about this whole remote detonation thing. Does that explode? Yep, it does. Good old video game tradition, red barrel equals explode. Get some health. Throw a grenade. I don't know if that got him or not. Ooh, replacement. Hold, press X.
Help me out with these bots.
Bots. I can't run, can I? Ah, collision. That probably missed. This is such a substantive level. We're just fighting two of the same goons over and over again with nothing but the same gun.
Republic helicopter, take cover!
That's why there's a ton of health packs. Yeah, don't run underneath it. This dude fits the stereotype of shooters in the era of having a short-haired or bald Marine. Harada from Tekken gave player base such a backhand when they were griping about Lucky Chloe being added to Tekken. It's like, oh, you want a bald Marine? Yeah, we can put one of those characters in instead. Oh, he's done. Like, you really think you're gonna outrun a missile? Oh. I think that just broke every rib. Yeah, we'll save. Going back to 2001.
What are you, deaf? Clear the way!
Nathan, you're gonna be alright, man. Doc's gonna patch you up in no time. Just hang in there.
How did I get here? Growing up listening to Dad's horror stories about the war, I never thought I'd join the army. Yet here I am. What's left of me, anyway.
Think he's a candidate?
We can keep him up and running. Get LC on the horn and tell him we might have a scarecrow. We'll be in A block.
My brother was a soldier. He died on duty 4 years ago. A homemade RPG held together by duct tape took out his $120 million helicopter. I joined the Liberty Coalition that very same day.
Get on either side. To green, his leg.
Got him. Ready?
On three. 1, 2, 3.
Brunch.
Oh, that's great.
Wait for backups. Frost. Frost.
After my brother died, I felt lost. I followed in his footsteps, hoping it would lead me back somehow, make me whole.
Pulse ox is low. 82.
This isn't looking good, kids.
Instead, today happened. The day General Yan Lo stormed the capital in a bloody coup. The day I share my brother's fate.
We clear on Scarecrow.
LC thumbs up. Doc, we got problems. We're losing him.
The day I die.
And I do remember that line. That was pretty significant for some reason. That really stood out. I don't know why. That also overlaps with Deus Ex Human Revolution, because also within the first mission, the protagonist dies and then goes through augmentation and so on. So, foreshadow the fact that that's about to happen here with this character.
Check. Ballistic shield check. Locating unit. Locating unit. Sir. Put him down. Put him down.
Gonna end up like Chewbacca's version of C-3PO, put his head on backwards. Why am I looking at my buttocks?
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Close shave, huh? Lieutenant?
His eyes aren't focusing to green.
Oh, shoot. Right. And if you wouldn't mind smiling for the cameras, please.
Get that bug away from me.
You've been implanted with a series of bleeding-edge bioenhancements. First up, retinal enhancements. There we go.
All
See
right.
that in the corner? GPS radar. And that yellow dot will always indicate your next objective. You should get some rest, Green. It's been a long day. Good work.
Yeah, good work. Thanks for fixing my eyeballs.
I was waiting to see you in the briefing room. Head over to the armory now and pick up your equipment.
Great, so I permanently have a reticle on my eyeballs.
Wouldn't keep the colonel waiting, Lieutenant.
Just why I always wanted GPS to know everywhere I'm going. Can I take the wheelchair? I feel a little tired. Oh, yep. So this is also showcasing like some of the engine stuff from Deus Ex. The fact you can pick up objects and it just like turns them invisible and you can throw them and whatever. Can I throw it? Yeah, I can throw it. This is the best part. It's like figuring out what we can interact with. Except characters are non-responsive. It's unfortunate. So I'm gonna just carry my wheelchair. Oh, can I take the IV? Oh, you know what? I can take the IV. See, this is a big deal when games didn't have such interaction whatsoever. You finally get to pick up and interact things in a world that's lifeless. These guys talk. Ooh, turn things on and off. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So it gives you this little glowing thing to tell you which way to go. I don't really need that. There, a wheelchair. Dude, you have no collision model. Let's see if there's anything else.
Sergeant Major Chong, except he's like the next stage of development. I heard they even phased out the bionic arm in favor of internal orgs.
Man, I'm gonna frag myself hardcore. Maybe they'll make me into a super soldier.
Sure.
Dude's gonna frag himself on a
Those
bet.
enhancements, they're worth millions of dollars. Once you become a super soldier, the military owns your ass till the day you die.
Okay, so here's the real question.
They own you even if you don't.
You know, do the deed after the operation?
Sure you can, but only with a machine.
Have you met my wife?
Oh my. Forgot there was subtle humor hanging around in here.
ASAP.
Yes, we broke the statue with the wheelchair. That's a plus. Excuse me, bot. Here.
Be all right, Private. Just a few broken ribs.
Yeah, I guess I was lucky, huh? I saw that new lieutenant get ripped to shreds out there.
That'd be
So did
me.
a lot of guys. Between you and me, I'm glad we're saying bye to this place.
Wait a minute. That's him.
Yes.
How the hell is he still alive?
It's
Why
because
don't
of
you
my
ask
magic
him yourself,
wheelchair.
Private?
So, I guess on the downside of legacy games here, you got this giant linear stuff to make, which kind of forces you past.
You exemplify the ideals and principles that made me join the coalition, sir.
Oh, great, it's Doogie
I
Howser.
look forward to serving you and serving the cause.
Okay, somebody got sold on the propaganda. Anyway, as I was trying to say, the linear corridors, in order to force you past all these cutscenes. I mean, once the action starts, you probably don't have a lot of reason to interact with stuff, so it's like, hey, we better give you all this fun, cool stuff now. Okay, that's the end of that. I think our mission's going to be coming up somewhere here. Or our objective, I should say.
Here's your carbine and pistol. You can get your ammo in the chopper. Oh yeah, you better talk to the doc before you check out. He's got to clear you for action.
Oh, thank you for that helpful situation there. Ooh, pistol, finally. So, here we go. So, it's already talking about the alt-fire mode. So, that's why you can't do grenades with the left trigger. Because you need it for alt-fire. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. I'll take that. And the sound effects were so nice. They're kind of soft, kind of mechanical. It's done rather well for being an old game. Okay, I took my stuff. Now what? Talk to the doctor?
Permission to speak freely, sir.
No.
Soldier.
Denied.
Still need your vision augmentations activated, Frost.
Okay, fine.
Not another one. Don't take it personally, Howard. Ah, there you are, Frost. Come over here so I can activate your vision augmentations.
I'm gonna pull a Three Stooges maneuver on you.
Now you can detect enemy heat signatures, even through walls. The boys at Scarecrow are especially proud of that one. And now for the main course. Ballistic shielding.
Actually, I couldn't get ballistic shielding online.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there were complications.
I see.
Yeah,
Duh.
I'll be somewhere else now.
I'll be somewhere else. so substantive. Alright, so cycle augs or access the inventory. Okay, we'll play with that.
My
So if I hit...
apologies, Lieutenant. You have to understand, because of the pullout, we were ordered to cut corners and get you combat ready as soon as possible. We managed to shave down the usual 2-week warm-up period with some inventive hacks, so expect additional augmentations to come online over the next few days. Just don't be surprised if there are a few kinks in the system.
You don't say.
Oh, and while I'd love to go over it all in detail, I need sleep. I'll fill you in when you get back. Good luck, Lieutenant.
So, one thing I also found kind of interesting, the reason why I was moving around to the side, even for early interactive stuff, characters would just look at you straight. You could walk around them and they wouldn't respond. It caught my attention that this was one of the first games in which characters would actually start to turn to face the direction of your character. I mean, games are much more advanced now that's like you almost don't even notice, but this was kind of like an early step forward. Okay, so what's this do? So that's our night vision. You can now see the button on the door better. Does it have a charger? Yes, it does. So the ability has a consumption meter, for lack of a better term. It's going down, and then it recharges pretty quick, actually. What's this do? Oh, if I hold this... Okay, so if I hold that, it allows me to switch the stuff. So if I switch to pistol here, use up my ammo. Oh, it's suppressed. Okay. I don't have any alternate fire. So let me switch back to that. What's my alternate fire? Oh, that's just great. Just blow up the med bay with a grenade. So yeah, that mitigates the need for grenades per se. If you got that on the secondary. Alright, don't care what that guy says.
I won't tell anyone if you won't, sir.
Oh yeah. Punch you with my cybernetic arms. Alright, what's in here? We have to crawl out of here? Really? What kind of a classy establishment is this? Probably not even gonna let me take my wheelchair. This is so goofy to have punch and or melee and crouch reversed. Bonk. Bonk. Stun grenades. I don't want to stun them. I want to torch them. What's this? Kinetic kicker. Oh, so this basically is like, hey, we had to put something in your way, so we're going to give you an object to move it. So, what's this doing here? Wooden crate, pick up. I picked it up, I didn't want to do that.
Way to score, sir. That must be the new matter displacement prototype.
So, I was kind of expecting something more along the line of the gun from Half-Life, rather than this thing that's just pushing it out of the way.
I've heard it can move solid objects, sir.
Does it move a door? Either way, it's not super impressive at the moment. Just wasted my grenade. Oh, that's the stun capacity. It's very bright. Hey, knock knock. Okay, so that was entertaining. We just walked through here, got some stuff, and that's about it. Now where we're supposed to go. Oh, right, that's what we have objective markers for. Let's hit this thing. There we go. So, some objects are interactable, others not so much. Run out of ammo.
Requesting access for Frost. Nathan.
terracotta statues. Not so. Whoop! What the?
Another bot! Sort it out! Sir,
Oh.
if you can hack into this security panel, we can take
I could have just walked through and taken care of it, guy.
control of the security turrets in the courtyard. We've got to take out that bot, Lieutenant.
Fire ice
Use
pick.
your ice pick to hack into the security panel, sir.
Where's my ice pick?
It's gone haywire!
There's an ice pick.
We can't get into the barracks with it blocking our way.
Okay.
That thing's gonna kill us all!
Oh, we gotta put it in a specific spot here.
Sir, if you can hack into this security
There
panel,
we go.
we can take control of the security turrets in the courtyard. We've got to take out that bot, Lieutenant.
Manual override.
Use your ice pick to hack into the security panel, sir.
Got it.
Nice work, sir.
Oh, so there's two different turrets. Okay. Wow, that's elaborate. Can I get some ammo now?
Forget this, man. I signed up for a peacekeeping mission, not what happened here yesterday.
How about
The Echo Squad
a
was-
comeback in pieces mission? Oh, no, we're not quite to the end yet. More
The
guns.
LC's waiting for you in the war room, sir.
I can reload. Uh-huh. Door locked. Where's the war room?
The southeast loading platform is for evacuation vehicles only.
Okay, I guess so. Well, it's nice that's that way. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Nathan.
Pitney, huh? Looks like Nedry from Jurassic Park, only thinner. Probably gonna die from spitter venom. Thing almost clocked me in the head.
Waiting for you inside, sir.
Okay, that's the end area. Anything else to see? Oh, I think they just made us go in a circle at that point. Alright, here we go.
Please report to Area 12 immediately.
So watch, he's gonna
Nathan Frost entered the war room
adapt.
at 1812
Come.
hours.
Let's see what science has done to you. You are the future, Lieutenant. The future of war. The future of man.
not
A shame
so.
we must abandon our work here without testing your full potential. The Security Council has ordered an immediate evacuation of all coalition forces from Hong Kong while they reassess the situation. Orders are orders, and we
We
will,
watch.
of
He
course,
turned to face us.
comply. Now, if you will turn your attention to the holo display, please.
I think he actually yells at us if we don't look at it. Let's find out.
Now then, a fleet of coalition
Oh, maybe
transport
not.
ships await us at Victoria Harbor. Unfortunately, the Republic base in Kowloon blocks our escape. At 1825, Sergeant Chung will lead 2nd Platoon in UH-17 Fireflies into downtown Kowloon, here, half a mile from the base. 3 Chalks will rappel drop into a hot LZ, while Chalk 4 provides support from the Fireflies. You are Chalk leader for Unit 2. Proceed to a penetration point here on the east side of the base, while Chalk 1 and 3 conduct a flanking fire. Once inside, initiate sweep and clear. Suppression of enemy air defenses in the form of 4 rail cannons is your key goal. The transports leave Hong Kong with or without us at 2100 hours, so time is a factor. General Yan Lo will not wait long to attack us again.
So interesting that he bothered with some classical piano over to overlay the death and destruction of the mission.
Are you well enough to perform your duties?
I'm willing to bet my life on it.
So am I, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Considering you already lost it once.
Second Lieutenant Nathan Frost.
Something wrong, Lieutenant?
I'm fine.
Uh-huh. Oh, time. That's interesting. Okay. So if I hold this, does it... Oh, okay, so we have to use this in order to switch this stuff, too. Okay. I only have one grenade. That's annoying to have to try to change that.
Looks like we're moving out, sir.
Let's just have a bunch of guys running back and forth in front of the camera. Listen, fanboy, your enthusiasm is going to get us all killed. Yeah, we'll save. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's got some polish. It's got some drawbacks. I was going to try to be objective and evaluate for what its time was compared to everything else, which isn't easy to do.
Hugging the streets. Keep your eyes peeled for RPGs. Hey, Sarge! Why does the city look so ramshackle all of a sudden? Natives got restless and were rioting all night. Loyalists were duking it out with Republic soldiers. Worst of it's over. Mostly we got all the...
Boom! Saw that coming. There goes the mission. Hey, we're gonna dive out head first and then have a neck injury.
Lieutenant Frost, Sergeant Major Chung here. I've got second platoon a few clicks ahead of your position. We're proceeding to Kowloon base now. Link up with us there. Chung out.
Alright, let's try this. Oh, no, it's the thermal. It's not the one I wanted. Okay. Alright, so I wanted this. Oh, hi. Punched and missed. Alright. Get him. Does this door open? Yeah, it does open. How about that? Nothing here, though.
Your reflex hogs will help you dance through enemies' bullets. Use it or lose it, Lieutenant.
Oh, interesting. Do I want to go that way, though? Punch. That's a physics mismatch. Hit him with a left cross and he like bounces into the air. Alright, so where's our objective at? That way, so I don't want to go that way yet. Okay, doors open automatically. crunch. That was rather dramatic. Wow, they go down easy. I'll take that. No, it doesn't matter. So what does the blue do? Is that adrenaline? Ability? Oh, that's not a friendly. Might be friendly. That's not friendly. Ah, I can't hit him from here. Let's go take that access on there. Ooh, rocket launcher. Nah, we don't want. Well, I don't want that yet. Can I jump? Nope. Oh, would this have been the easy way in instead of out? Because it's like, I couldn't have gotten up here, could I? Oh. Huh. That's a friendly. That's a friendly. Wow, okay. That was weird. Goodbye, friendlies. Like this. Ah, he knows I'm here. 3 hits. Okay, bioenergy, right. So we did all that to work around just to get through the alley for when the tank comes out. Metal crate. That's fantastic. So, do I have that specialty kick thing? What does this do? Wow, amazing. Alright, let's try the alternate fire. Wow, I do not know what the purpose of that is. Let's go back to something useful. But I have to use the X button for the ladder. That's fantastic. That's a grenade. Ouch. What are you shooting at? Does that door open? It does. Is that the way we gotta go? Probably. Very linear design. Ooh, I need health. This probably doesn't open. Nope. That's ammo, not health. How about that one? Nope. How about you? Nope. There we go. It's interesting that in the manual save points instead of auto-saving.
What's taking you so long, Frost? We need you here. Move!
Keep your shirt on, Sparky. Those aren't obvious.
Marking your radar now. Statesman mind. Get to the radio and call in an airstrike. We gotta clear that street.
Let's see if we have regular grenades here. We do. Oh, nice toss, genius. Stay out of my way, please.
There's a gun emplacement upstairs. Let me take point, sir. We'll find you.
How about a health? What's that? Nano boost. All health and bioenergy. Nah, I won't bother. Yet.
We can't move until all those mines are still reserved. Pinpoint enemies even through walls. Give it a spin.
Oh, it overheats. Interesting. Oh, I died. That's fantastic. I forgot about that weird chirping sound it makes. Now we gotta go back to save point. You hear that sound a little more frequently in multiplayer. See your dead, dying, cybernetic hand raised up in the air as rigor mortis sets in.
What's taking you so long, Frost? We need you here. Move!
Alright, let's... So we still got the... Get the grenades, get that. Okay, there we go.
You're almost here. The door across the street's controlled by a comm panel upstairs. Marking your radar now. Statesman mind. Get to the radio and call in an airstrike. We gotta clear that street.
Grenades do not have much of a blast radius.
Upstairs. Let me take point, sir.
Ouch. Oh, it's rockets. That's what he's firing at. Let's...
Your visionals can pinpoint enemies even through walls. Give it a spin.
Yeah, I can see them through walls, but can I shoot them through walls? Oh, let's do that. Yeah, oh, we got there. Radio.
Roger that. Strike aircraft are inbound.
Alright, so if you're telling me I can see through walls here, does that... How much does that actually help? Yeah, those are pretty weak grenades. Okay, so now we can go across the street. Numerous generic soldiers. What's that? I don't think this game really has any secret pickups to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Whack. Alright, let's change it up here. Let's try... Not that. Not that. Let's try the pistol here. Oh. There we go. What kind of goodies we got here? What's that?
Keep moving, Frost.
Okay, so we had to find the door opener button or thingy.
The men won't survive the tank's attack without you. Hurry, destroy it.
Yes, yes. I'll pull out some rockets here.
Frost, you have augmentations. Use them.
1, 2.
Not bad. Now move it. We need those reinforcements.
Yeah, I'm stuck on some debris here. Such a dramatic death. Alright, we're still here. Very slow rate of fire. Okay, there's the door. Hey, objective completed. Yeah, why not? Okay, cool. Got some dynamic camera angles going on, showing the action a little bit.
Get inside and meet me. Move out. Move.
That way I gotta go? Probably. Let's wait. Who's this guy?
There you are. Got 4 enemy rail cannons pounding the hell out of a transport craft. Specialist Pitney's at the breach point now, trying to rig it open. Looks like we've got another wave coming. Do your duty.
Hey, all I wanted was a high five.
Positions at the windows and hold them off.
Looks like he probably didn't have 5 fingers on that one, though. Alright, so what was the point of this room then? Let's make sure we cover everything. Health. Special guns. So I guess this would have to be the alternate stealth option. You know, it's off the beaten path a little bit. Looks like an upgrade. Yeah. Can I jump over to that? Probably not. You know what? Let's find out. Okay, that was brilliant. Where's this go? Turrets again, huh? Save point. Seems a little early for that, but whatever. Okay, headshot effectiveness, not so much.
How many guys are out there?
2. Or more. Now we'll try this. That was effective. down here. No, we have a turret. I didn't quite listen to what he had to say, so what are we supposed to do here? Objective thing's not lighting up. Yeah, garbage headshots. That's locked. Go up there? Nope. That. Oh, that went way past him. Alright, now we go outside. That's where we came in. Oh, that's rockets out there.
Lieutenant, stop wasting time. He's waiting for you at the access hatch.
Oh,
Now.
I was up there a second ago. Tried activating it, you didn't want to show me that. One access hatch.
You're supposed to be the latest and the greatest, and you don't even have ballistic shielding? Come here. Hold still. They did the same
ballistic
thing to
shielding.
me. There's this dip switch they forgot to... There you go. Ballistic shielding. Watch this. Didn't get hurt there, did you?
Kinda tickled. I may have accidentally deactivated it while you're shooting a ton of plasma at me.
Success. Got one door open, Nathan. Now for the next.
I came up here before and you said it was locked and you didn't do anything. Goofy game. What's that? Don't make me use my ballistic shielding. Oh, not that. Wow. Oh, so this is the one we saw from the other building. I was going to say, it seemed like there's content over here. Ooh, shotgun. That'd be nice. That doesn't sound good. Boom. That's good.
Hey, what's wrong?
Not now, I'm collecting.
Checking the Augs? I'm ordering an evac.
Not necessary, soldier. The lieutenant's fine. You got hit by an EMP grenade, didn't you? Electromagnetic pulse. Knocked out
Oh, I
all your
didn't know what
enhancements
EMP
and
stood
filled your
for.
HUD with static, right? Like a root canal to the... Boy, you got Snowblind.
Snowblind? I didn't know that was possible. Tried hacking that comm panel, but it's a no-go. Lieutenant's gonna take a swing if he's feeling up to it.
Please,
Fingers don't exactly
I'm eager
bend
to see the
correctly.
latest in technology.
Nathan, the panel's right over here on the wall.
Oh, perhaps if you weren't blocking it, I might have seen it. Busy being distracted by these classic big tube televisions with text scrolling from the wrong side of the screen. Alright, we'll take your panel.
Someone else has hacked into the system, running a trace route.
Oh, please. Now you're a tech expert?
Got his position. Be
Overrode
right
the panel.
back.
Should we go with him, Sergeant Major?
Why bother? The writing's on the wall, son. My day's risking my butt for the Coalition.
Affirmative, Sergeant.
So far, I haven't seen any me.
Oh, I like that. Just like lifts him off the ground.
No doubt, Sergeant Major.
I'm running one right now.
Ah.
Of course you are, Sergeant Major.
Isn't someone supposed to be taking care of that hacker?
Are you yelling at me? I'm still work in progress here. First of all, I don't even know if I'm going the right direction. No. Oh, gee, this looks... Nope, we're not in the same spot. Alright, what's this? Oh. Where's our objective at? Nice try.
Pitney here. Good job, Nate. But we've pinpointed a second hacker. Check your radar.
Oh, please. Everybody's a tech expert now. Might as well stop and look at the snacks. What we got here? Some pretty low-res textures and some... Trying to see if it's actually a 3D model or some kind of anamorphic 2D relative to POV. Alright, where's this next hacker at? Next wannabe. Ooh, do you have a sniper rifle?
Nathan, heads up. We got a sniper up high. Find him
This
and
guy?
take him out.
I took him out, thanks. Alright. If you would give me the sniper rifle. Oh, not while I don't want it. Oh, I gotta use an item here. Shielding. Alright, now I gotta use this thing. There we go. Okay. Turn that off. Okay. This is not an easy menu system here. Now oh, that's right. I do remember this sniper rifle. This sniper rifle is pretty cool looking. Yeah, it sounds like you're firing a dart. Now, where's your so-called sniper at? Peekaboo. Launched into the air. Just punching him in the back of the neck. Go back across the street over there. Oh, hi. Oh, is this thing again?
Nice work. Now we can... Incoming! Everybody off that street! Hey, stay inside!
I should have waited to use this. Okay.
Frost! Enemy reinforcements are inbound!
Of course they are. Where's the rockets?
We need heavy suppression fire pronto! Go!
There it is. That hurt me. Is he done? Might be done. Nice done. Let's switch this now that's empty. Where are you going? Where are you guys going? That one detonated on impact. Alright, let's go back over here. Upstairs. Oh, that's right, we left one of these health packs.
Here they come again!
Oh, we're supposed to go here. Oh. Sorry about that, man. Oh, I missed. Alright, where's our objective?
Investigate! Send backup!
Good to see you again, man.
There we go.
Go! We can handle this!
Somehow I'm not convinced, Mr. I don't want to risk my life with one arm. Yeah, let's see. I think that might do it for a good opening salvo here. Peekaboo.
Frost, proceed past the garage level and get to those cannons. Security's gonna be tight. I'd advise a stealthier approach. Or, you know, I can just shut up.
Okay. Hey, it's actually got a quit option. How about that? It's not far off from one of the modernized Air Force logos. Well, so that's in part trip down memory lane. So I guess with I don't know that I got rose-colored lenses on this one, but you know, of course, some of the aging more so from just the just the time period. Overall, some of the stuff is actually more polished for the time, like I was saying with the sound effects and some of the animations and stuff. But game doesn't have a super compelling story thus far. So, I mean, there wasn't anything to make up for it. It's just kind of overall linear design. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some more stuff up and running for you. But we'll pick this up again next week. Following Tuesday, we'll do 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have Mech Warrior on Thursdays at 8 p.m. And I'll have some other stuff hopefully scattered throughout the week. I also, if all goes well, will have our first episode of Cooperative Laboratory potentially on Friday. I don't know yet, but stay tuned. So as always, hit the like, shares, follow, subscribes, and red pills, and then that way you can keep tabs of what's going on. In the meantime, have a good one, and we will see you later.